Точнее, стримить. Поэтому оно то заканчивается, то вылетает. В общем, купить пиво, купить мешки угля, получить долг с кузнеца. Скуныш, точнее.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Долги нужно платить, плати пьянчуга.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
Опа. Опа, слоумо. Что-то я не понимаю, как блокировать. Как-то странно все тут происходит вообще. Да отпусти ты меня. Отходим, отходим, отходим. Как он так схватил меня прям? Помощь, давайте, бой, я понял. Где там рукопашка? Нет рукопашки, понятно. Ну, понятно. Опа! Так понятно, кстати, можно в захваты брать. Опа. Да отпусти ты меня. Я выше тебя. Да харе.
Herrgott. Is that all you've got?
По-моему, он меня мутузит. Опа, он уже измотан. Хотя я тоже, походу. Давай. 3 часа с ним возиться буду. Заколебал уже. Что было такое за прием? И года не прошло.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Ест или спит, но при необходимости можно установить стреляющим снадобьем. Давайте покушаем. Восстановим здоровье. Смотрим свою сумму, доспехи, пища для задания, кристаллина для меча, иное гвозди, коныша, гроши, ключи коныша, ключи от дверей, молоток коныша.
All right, blacksmith's boy, you got the better of me.
Окей. Купить уголька и
God be with you.
да, давай, Господь, поторгуемся. Знаете, давайте-ка я ему продам сначала. Поторгуемся.
Let's have a word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Я хочу тройку. Нет, давайте 2,5 хотя бы.
What do you say to this?
It's not worth it to me. No deal then.
Вообще не будет? Это шо вообще? Сколько нам надо угля вообще? 10 штук. Ну чё себе. Сколько нам надо? 10. Давай, 10 угля принять. Заплатишь 5,50 продать, а мы тебе продадим. Давай торговаться.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye?
Hey, look out! Folk these days.
Давай за 2.
Henry?
I'm finished. This is going nowhere.
Что? Как-то все у него странно, это все работает.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
Satisfied?
Well, now a little more and we'll shake on it. Finally, a reasonable sum.
Наконец-то. Каждый грош ценен.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye.
What about this?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
Ну давай.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Привет, купец.
Greetings.
Ингредиенты для равных... Ага, стеганая коричневая куртка. Ух ты, нифига себе она стоит. Кстати, я заметил, что весь в крови. Корочма. Меня не заметили.
Good health to you, Henry.
Привет. Бланка. Бьянка.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Ты или пиво? Давай ты.
Of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
Пиво. Кувшин пива для отца. Немец говорит всякие глупости. Насчет поторговать.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
О!
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
Ванек.
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Увидимся вечером.
I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Время от времени игра автоматически сохраняется в момент важных событий, когда вы спите. Если вы хотите сами сохранить игру, вы должны выпить спасительный шнапс. Однако это очень крепкий алкогольный напиток. У вас не может быть больше 3 сохранений игры. Самая старая будет переписана. Можно что-то побазарить.
Greetings, Henry.
Привет. Не говорит всякие глупости.
Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today.
Жизнь в корчме. Так, я ж не понимаю, где мои деньги? А, вот. Ладненько, погнали. Обдолбишь. Отец, я уже бегу. А ты все палишь кузню. Насчет того, что ты просил.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son.
Спиво. Типичная мастерская.
Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
О, рубашка теперь целая.
Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
Ну, гарда красивая, да.
By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry.
Надо было отказываться.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Всегда так делаю.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Уроки кузнечного мастерства онлайн.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Как его через грудную клетку прошло нормально. Красиво.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Давай, Генри. Тереза.
Hey, look out! Folk these days. Henry, are you alright?
Где они находятся? Секунду. Интересно, что будет, если...
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want.
Oof. He's gone. Fucking Dutch.
That was close. I almost got caught for that damn Deutsch.
Ребята, нам же придется навоз смывать от стен.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out. That was pretty close, eh? That old bastard didn't stand a chance. True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Я положил ее.
It's a good thing your Hanko warned us.
Well-behaved girl like that. I'm surprised you didn't call the catch pole.
She must have seen Matthias.
What do you mean?
Because he fancies her. And I think maybe she likes the look of him too.
Hey. Shut up, you idiot.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
И все? Ясно, не весело. О, можно собирать растения. Прикольно, тут зверобой. Лаванда. Еще зверобой. Серьезно, может это шалфей, а не лаванда, да. О, и можно это продавать, нифига себе. Медовух, специальный шнапс для заданий иное. Во, шалфей тогда дороже будет. Стартап, как подняться с низов. Что, зверовое соберем? А, это у нас что? Ромашка. Занимаемся травничеством. Лютики собирать нельзя, да. Ах, это вообще лютики. Так, с ромашка стоит 0,4, значит шалфей надо понабрать. Он как-то подороже. Чем-то на ведьмака напоминает, да? Ладно, пойдемте. Нельзя перелезть через забор, так как я хотел. Да, мы шли за гвоздями.
What are you doing?
Ой, для Терезы отвар из календулы. Повязка. Я думаю, это для того, чтобы восстановить здоровье.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Круто. Вы объелись, теперь вы не будете голодать в течение гораздо более длительного времени. Вы будете неуклюжим, пока не переварите еду. Да, я накушался, спасибо.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Пойдем.
See each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Тереза, Бьянка.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Ничего себе.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it.
Вау, спасибо. Конечно, отец против, но все же. Ну конечно, сын кузнеца.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
Топ.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave.
До свидос.
Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
Мартин. Его сын Генри.
It's been an honor, Sir Isma. Have a safe journey to Sassan.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Что же это? Похоже, нам пиздец пришел. Бегите, черти, бегите.
Listen to me now. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Накинул бы хотя бы, не знаю, дополнительную качу какую-нибудь. Это фартуки кузнеца. Я все собрал. Что? О боже, режет людей. Два стражников. Генри, блядь, герой. Вот это прям как по-ведьмачески вообще. Беги, Генри, беги. Ну. Генри, что ты стоишь? Каланте пиками запикали. Мать Генри. Копьем затыкали. Что за несправедливость такая? Чувак, беги. Беги. Попездал. О, там теперь дверь открыта. Сын кузнеца. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой Я могу взять оружие? Ха, не могу. А, у меня и так уже меч есть. Или нет? Остановись. Подумай. Мужик, я тебе ничего не сделал. Твою ж дивизию. Пошел ты в сраку. Как меч достать, твою ж? Давай, убивай меня. Даже сопротивляться не буду. Хрен знает, что происходит. Ты погиб в бою. О, впервые. И все же не могу его использовать. Ладно. Он за мной бежит. Давайте соберем маг. И побежим дальше. Сволочь. Да лезь ты через забор, твою ж дивизию. А ты кто такой? Ох ты ж мать! Кто вы так? Понятно. Понятно, я все понял. Это вам не какой-нибудь там аркадный приключенческий РПГ, это прям реальная жизнь. Могут закалывать просто так, не сказав ни слова. Эх, надо бежать. Верховая езда, рыцарь, но аллюры лошадей. Понятно. Ёкарный бабай. Третий раз умирать вообще никак-то не камильфо. Галоп. А ну лук спрятал. Ох ты ж, твою ж дивизию. Прямо в ляху. Сволотата. Генри, скачи. Больно, что поделать. Мансуем, мансуем с стороны в сторону. Просто мясо. Да что я вам сдался? Отпустите вы меня. Он уже за спиной. Давай, лошадка, давай. Да шо ты, ман... Да ехай, кому ты говорю. Пизда мне. Убью. Да у меня в спине стрелы торчат. Ну да, держать меч в сломанной руке вообще неудобно. Скачи! Боже! Лошадина, ну давай! Нас же убьют. Поскакали. Ну, конечно. Как же все, блядь, реалистично. Шевелись, Платова. Неужто? Только не по мне. Жопа.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Может, татары.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Сын кузнеца это.
I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Потерял сознание. Нормально, нормально.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Как новенький. Нормально.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
2 раза.
Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Пекарь, я тут, если чё. Только прискакал уже в замке. Что ж, нормально, нормально. Не поделишься мыслями?
You're that lad from Scarlet. What in heaven's name happened there?
Ну, там сошли все дотла и побивали всех. По дороге к нам они спали.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Может, у меня есть что-нибудь в инвентаре? Медовуха.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horses.
Food.
I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Я могу здесь покушать.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear. Aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Без вина, пожалуйста.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, You can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Конечно. Oh shit. Ах, это можно украсть. Мы же не воры.
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you. I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Крендель, мед, молоко, рогалик, сладкая лепеха, хлеб. Давайте наберем яблочко с собой. И сырка, и хлеба. Все? Сумма, типа инвентарь. Я могу так покушать что-нибудь? Сытый уже, да? Еще яблочко покушаем. Вельможа, проходите. Продам-ка я ей... что я могу ей продать? Псильный шнапс, рогалик. Ну вот хватит две. И винишко.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
Is this enough?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree. This is a waste of time.
Да ты серьезно, что ли? Женщина.
Please tell me what happened at Scarlett's. I have kin there.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
What do you say to this?
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
Ah, you're flaying me here.
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it.
I'll go for that.
А, погнали, поспим. Да, мы. Боже, он сейчас вырубится. Он смотрел на меня. Собаки сними. Целый день, а сейчас сколько времени? Ага. Значит, спать, ничего себе. Что сейчас там будут сны сниться, что ли?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
Еще и да.
Lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Еще вина.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Я и так спал.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time.
Да.
And it can help to talk about it.
Давай поговорим.
Feel like it.
Коль хочешь. Можно и поразглагольствовать. Не могу разбирать тебя, рассказывать.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done my errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn the girl.
And with all that was happening,
Привет.
you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
Ужасно. Очень вообще.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before
7
Havel was
лет.
condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Спасибо.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Еду куда забираешь?
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Жизнь женщин в средневековье. Кошмары пошли. Она такого не кричала. И он никакого не говорил. Кошмарные кошмары.
Wake up! You don't want to miss this.
What's happening?
Ты в сапогах на кровати.
One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Невежа. Берем факел. Ага. Если тебе нужен свет ночью, то используйся факелом. Если не хочешь... Опа. Тут даже есть такое зелье, как сыч. Это которое из этого? Из колена? Твою ж дивизию, бля-муха. Меч так-то на единицу достается.
mind doing a bite to eat.
Нормально. Привет. Немножко не другая, да? А интересно, я могу яблоки приготовить реально? И в чем прикол? Ясно, я выкинул всю свою еду. Все, сыт, хорошо, погнали.
But if I have to choose a place for... Good day to you.
Что случилось?
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robot. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Ясненько.
Anyway, do you think Sigismund wouldn't catch up with us in the forest? Here, at least, we have a chance to defend ourselves. The well is deep, and we've got decent stocks of food.
Backstabbing swine, maybe. But no.
Так, то дождь есть, то дождя нету. Что за бред? Что случилось?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me.
He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though. God, a brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't be a troublemaker right there now!
Битва при Никополе.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely...
Чем я могу помочь?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Все так отлично видно. Странно, но меч совсем другой. Пан Расыга кобыл? Неважно.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Я так и сделаю. Так, угу.
Good health to you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard will flare his skin up our backs.
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye, well, it's a shame your folks couldn't be saved.
Is Sir Robard really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of many a campaign, so he knows warcraft.
I believe him.
Давайте подождем.
Be a bit more careful.
Is
Got
that some
belly
new
ache,
kind?
have you? That's nasty.
Давайте еще часок подождем. Что происходит?
Are you serious?
Короче, сейчас будем заканчивать на этом. Но для начала хочу проверить, как оно работает. Могу ли я взять там, не знаю, меч или барду? Неважно. Если вы воруете, видите, что вас никто не видит. Даже продать краденое будет не так-то просто. Вам сойдет с рук продажа краденого яблока. Если вы крадете что-то ценное, торговцы опознают эту вещь, скоро об этом будет знать вся округа. Старайтесь продавать украденные вещи как можно до... Лук, это хорошо. Тихо. Давайте заценим, что у меня есть. Дальнобойная стрела, стрелы. Штук. Из орешника, крестьянский лук из ясени. Из орешника, конечно же, помощнее будет. Ну. Вечные проблемы. Да не заколебали.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. You don't want to end up like them.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here. and I have no intention of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Немец. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard. What the hell are you? Jesus, look where you're going.
Я могу с ним типа поговорить?
God be with you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Гроши — это деньги.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Зачем Сигизмунд разграбил Скалицу?
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslaus's allies.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Ну хорошо.
What? Are you serious?
I heard they eat their prisoners. Man-eaters? For Christ's sake, where did you hear such a thing? I hear our scouts found a fresh pile.
Размытия вроде нет.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sigismund is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Aye. What about the pond keeper is your man? He ought to be by the granary. At least that's the last place I saw him.
Эх, ладно, ребят, давайте на этом закончим. Я скажу вам до свидания. Встретимся в следующих сериях.